pop superstar Taylor Swift has endorsed Kamala Harris for president. I will be casting my vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz in the 2024 presidential election.
Taylor Swift has straight up owned the music industry for almost 2 decades now. Her albums have broken records, her tour sold out stadiums, and her fan base, famously called the Swifties, is one of the most devoted out there. But this loyal following isn't limited to just music. Her fans are also all ears when it comes to her political opinions. And recently, the atmosphere is heated up as the 2024 election in America is due. And in the midst of this political race, Taylor openly endorses Kamala Harris. Is Taylor on the brink of paying a heavy price for this political game, or will it prove to be a calculated risk? And what about Swifties schooling Elon Musk? Wait, what? Why is Elon Musk in this political debate? Trust me, this tea is seriously hot. Now, we just have to see whose tongue is gonna get burned first. If you like our content and want to see more, please click the subscribe button to get notified when we post new videos. Who is Taylor Swift and music career? Let's get some insight into how a teenage country star rose to become such a powerful political influencer that even Donald Trump himself felt the need to respond to her tweets, warning her about her actions. You may know her from a long list of Grammys, but you may not know where all this talent comes from. It's actually in her genetic makeup, a gift from her great-grandfather who owned a music store. With this inherited talent, Taylor Swift began her music career in 2006 with the release of her debut single. She dropped her self-titled debut album the same year, and her undeniable talent quickly propelled her to stardom.
And the Horizon Award goes to... Taylor Swift!
By 2007, she had already claimed the CMT Music Award for Breakthrough Artist, cementing her status as America's new country sweetheart. But it wasn't just her music making waves. She marked her spot on Time's 100 Most Influential People list in 2010, 2015, and again in 2019. Her success seemed to happen in a flash, as if time had sped up only for her. That same year, she scored her first Grammy. Not just one, but 3. She took home awards for Best Female Country Vocal Performance, Best Country Song, and Best Country Album. Over time, she not only evolved as an artist, but also as a person, transforming her audience along with her. Her music remained deeply personal, yet increasingly reflected the societal and political times we live in. A prime example was her powerful statement with the release of the music video "You Need to Calm Down," which launched in celebration of Pride Month. This was a bold, unapologetic anthem advocating for equality, rights, and democracy. Featuring prominent LGBTQ members, this music video is empowering, both visually and lyrically. By the end of the video, Taylor also urged her fans to sign a petition supporting the Equality Act. Earlier political moves. Exactly, we barely see any celebrity to come with this confidence, and with this move, she surely attracted all the political figures towards her. However, "You Need to Calm Down" isn't the first time she raised her voice against American politics. In 2018, when Taylor began using her platform and her 250 million fan base valued her views, she spoke out against gun violence and donated to the March on Our Lives. Later that year, she threw her support behind Democratic candidate Phil Bredesen for Senate in Tennessee during the midterm elections, criticizing Republican candidate Marsha Blackburn. This sparked a feud between Taylor and Donald Trump. The then president, Donald Trump, even commented, saying he liked Taylor's music 25% less now.
Let's say that I like Taylor's music about 25% less.
Taylor versus Trump. Although Taylor Swift had previously stayed silent about her political views due to personal reasons, she later clarified that her silence wasn't because she lacked an opinion. Instead, other struggles had prevented her from publicly sharing her stance. However, in 2019, during Trump's presidency, she openly expressed her political views, describing the country as more polarized than ever and criticizing Trump's administration as autocratic. She emphasized that the US is a democracy where everyone has the right to disagree, dissent, and debate. This stance set the stage for the feud between Trump and Swift. As Trump's presidency progressed, so did the tension between him and Swift. While many celebrities spoke out against Trump, Taylor's words carried particular weight. In 2020, during the protest for racial justice following the killing of George Floyd, Swift delivered one of her most direct and critical statements against the president. After Trump's hateful tweet, which was flagged for inciting violence, Swift did not let it go unnoticed. In a fiery tweet, she publicly called him out, saying, "After stoking the fires of white supremacy and racism your entire presidency, you have the nerve to feign moral superiority before threatening violence? We will vote you out." Swift's tweet ignited a firestorm on the internet, with her fans rallying behind her. Later in 2020, Swift made a significant move by endorsing a presidential candidate for the first time. She threw her support behind Democratic candidate Joe Biden, who was running against Donald Trump. This endorsement marked a major shift, as Swift publicly spoke out on LGBTQ rights, women's rights, and racial discrimination in the country. Taylor endorses Kamala Harris. This contention between Taylor and Trump goes far beyond when on 11 September 2024, after the United States presidential debate, Taylor posted an Instagram post mentioning that she is going to support Kamala Harris in the upcoming presidential elections. She clearly explained why she would be supporting Harris and her running mate, Tim Walz. In her view, she had researched the issues thoroughly before making her decision and urged her 284 million followers to do the same. Research and choose wisely when voting. This political buzz has stirred up quite a bit of chaos in the election atmosphere. And guess what? The most controversial part of this endorsement post is coming up. How could you expect a presidential candidate to use AI-generated deepfakes to promote himself? Yes, in an endorsement post, Taylor highlighted that she found her AI-generated images on a pro-Trump website, making it appear as if she was endorsing him. And it's not just Taylor. These deepfakes even include her fans wearing t-shirts with the text, "Swifties for Trump." I mean, you could realize how desperate are Trump supporters to get votes using Taylor's name. But why would they use Taylor's face? But still, this begs the real question. Why? Why did they do it? Well, after revealing her political views, Taylor Swift is seen as a significant political influencer. She urged her followers about the importance of elections and encouraged them to vote during the 2022 midterm elections. Later in 2023, she posted a story on Instagram, asking her fans to register to vote on National Voter Registration Day. Her loyal fans responded, and the number of registrations spiked. Taylor's influence brought 13,000 users to the registration site every 30 minutes after her story. And just 24 hours after her debate with Donald Trump, Taylor has brought in over 400,000 new registered voters. That's the power of Swifties. So why wouldn't any political leader want to leverage this Swift magic to attract more votes? Warnings for Taylor. But it seems like Trump isn't too happy about being accused of using AI images of Taylor now. Feeling the heat, he's come up with a new strategy to win the election by targeting the now popular political influencer. Yes, you heard it right. Donald Trump, the former president, unleashed a pointed threat towards Taylor Swift for always supporting Democrats.
Well, I actually like Mrs. I actually like Mrs. Mahomes much better, if you want to know the truth. She's a big Trump fan. I was not a Taylor Swift fan. It was just a question of time.
Trump did not hold back and said he was never a fan of Taylor Swift, that it was only a matter of time. He claims that she will pay the price for it in the marketplace. He even went as far as to say that it wasn't her fans, but her support of the Democrats that would lead to her downfall. Elon Musk's dirty game. But wait, it doesn't stop there. A close friend of Mr. Trump, Elon Musk, entered the scene. Another big name, an ally of Donald Trump. He decided to jump into the drama and took a jab at Taylor, insulting her by saying he would give her a child, and even went as far as saying he'd take care of her cats. These comments came after Taylor referred to herself as a childless cat lady. in her Kamala Harris endorsement post. After this comment, the internet went wild. Swifties were fuming and gave him lessons on resolving his own issues, like claiming child custody from his ex-girlfriend. And to add more toxic material to the burn pit, vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance has said that he doesn't think Swift's endorsement will matter, as he tries to insult Taylor's her position, but all the while describing his running mate Trump perfectly. Now the question is, how will Taylor's followers react to the attacks from the Republicans? If they follow Taylor's lead, these events may end up as one of the greatest lessons ever learned in politics. Don't piss off celebrities with millions of followers. Some politicians don't learn as fast as they should. But as the universe seems to correct all things, these politicians may have a lot of time on their hands to finally learn the lesson they need to learn. But no matter what the election's outcome, hopefully Taylor will be singing all the way through it.